Emma from Mighty Lancer Games, and today I want to talk to you about our top 5 family games. In at number 5 we have Rory's Story Cubes. Now these are really cool. They're for ages 6+ and for 1+ players. Doesn't really matter, as many as you want. The idea of this is that you get 9 cubes in the box, and each cube has different pictures on. You roll the 9 cubes and then you make a story out of the 9 cubes. Now there's also other games that you can play with less cubes, etc. But that's the general gist. And the idea is that children use their imagination to create stories. So they're using their imagination and they're thinking up wonderful, creative stories without even really knowing that they're learning, which is awesome. Now we've put this in at number 5 because that's where we want to put it. It's epic and it's really cool, and it's so simple just to put in your bag, take it down to the beach, take it on your travels. It's really good, and we've played it as a family, as we have with all of these top 5 family games, and we think that Rory's Story Cubes is ace. They also do additional packs with more cubes in that are themed. I think they've got Scooby-Doo, Batman, they've got princesses, things like that. So you can expand on your cubes, expand your adventures and expand your stories. And it really is a great game. In at number 4, we've got Cobra Paw. Cobra Paw is also really cool. It comes in this great shape box. You get 21 tiles, and they've all got different symbols on them. And you get 2 dice. And the main aim of the game is you set the tiles out and you roll the dice and you see a matching symbol to the dice, and you have to be the fastest ninja cat to get the stone. It sounds quite simple, but it gets very competitive, can get rather quite loud, but that just means you're having fun. This one again is for ages 6+, but all of these games, so these are suggested ages. You know the age of your child. You know whether they will enjoy this game, whether they'll sit and pay attention. You know better than anyone. So this is suggested age 6+, but you know your kids. For 2 to 6 players, takes around 5 to 15 minutes to play each game. But again, fast, fun, awesome. So, in at number 4, Cobra Paw. In at number 3, we've got Teso, which I hope I'm saying right. This is also a great game. It's for ages 8+ and for 2 to 8 players. So in this you have, that's not going to stand up, a game board here which folds out. Beautiful design. You see. So this is your game board. Each one of the tiles has a path on it, and each person gets the choice of a counter. Now the general idea is that you put your cards down on the board to form a path, like so, and your little person walks along the path, and you have to outlast the other players without your path going off the edge of the game board. If you go off the edge of the game board, you fall off and you're out. So you've got to make the best path to outlast the other players and stay on the board the longest. Now it sounds quite simple, but it is actually a little bit tricky and uses brain power, but is also very fun. Now I've played this with little Miss MLG, who is 7, and I've also played this with my grown-up friends, and we all love it. So that's why Teso is in our top 5. In at number 2 we have Dungeon Mayhem. Now again, suggested age on this one is 8+, but we've been playing this with little Miss MLG since she was 6, and we also had a rainbow troop that came in and they played it and absolutely loved it. So the general idea of this game is that there are 4 characters. It's for 2 to 4 players and there are 4 characters. you've got a barbarian, a paladin, a rogue and a wizard. And you've been through the dungeon and you've defeated all the baddies and you've got to the room with all the treasure and you've suddenly decided actually you might like all that treasure for yourself. So you've got to get rid of the other people so that you can take home all the glory. So you play as one of the characters, one of the 4 characters, and it can be a little bit tricky to start off with to get into how you play, but it is really simple once you get into it. So each card for each character has symbols on that says basically like you stab your opponent and take down one of their health points. This is your health point card, so it helps you keep track. Everything is really, really well laid out and set out and simple to follow once you get into it. So the idea is you've got to keep as much health as possible, annihilate all your opponents by getting rid of them with your health tracker. But also, and this is really clever, I think, you have for each character one of these cards that shows you, reminds you what each symbol means. So deal 1 damage, because I've got one little sword symbol. Play an extra card, if you get another go, because I've got a little lightning symbol. So this is there all the time to keep reminding you without you having to keep getting the rules out and rechecking to remind you what you need to do. And each character has one of these. Each character has a little hit point card. And it's really cool. And once you get into it, it's fast and fun, and basically you just annihilate your brothers and sisters and your mum and dad, and it's really good. And again, awesome size to fit in your bag, take away with you, easy to store. In at number 2, Dungeon Mayhem. And in at number 1, the MLG family absolute famous family game, Dobble. We really love Dobble. It's for 2 to 8 players and for ages 6 up. And the idea of Dobble is really quite simple, but a lot of fun. So you have these cards, I believe there's 55, don't quote me on that. And each card has symbols on, and each card has 1 matching symbol. So on there, I can see that the matching symbol is the anchor. Now there's lots of different variations of the game, so it's not the same all the time. Some of them is get rid of your cards as fast as possible. Some of the play can be get as many cards as possible. That's one that we normally play. So you deal out your cards to your players and you say, are you ready? Go. And you have to be the quickest to match the symbol. So now I can't see any that match. Oh, there we go, Daisy. So if I was this player, I would say Daisy, and then I get that card and I pop it on top, and then I have to try and spot Cat as quickly as possible before this person or that person spots theirs. It can get quite competitive, but it also encourages hand-eye coordination, and it's a really good game. Again, fantastic size just to pop in your bag or take on your travels. I've played this with the family and little Miss MLG. I've also played it with my friends, and if you play it with adults, it can get very competitive. But this is our number 1 top family game. So that was our top 5 family games. Now these are games that we have played with our family, and also we're selling in store, which you can find in Bridlington and also at www.mightylancergames.co.uk. Now this is just the ones that we love. We actually love all of the games, but we love Dobble the best. There are lots of different versions of Dobble. This is the classic basic, but there's also a giant one where you jump on the symbols. There's the Gruffalo, there's Harry Potter, there's Dobble Kids, which have got numbers and letters on, I do believe. But this is our number 1. It's just our opinion, but that's what we think. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you again.